All right, today we're talking about tarot cards, but probably not in the way you're used to. We're going to explore a really personal, intimate approach that might just change everything you thought you knew about them. So let's just start with this one big question. What if the real power of tarot wasn't about predicting the future at all, but about deeply understanding the present? What if it's less about what's coming and way more about who we are right here, right now? Well, a really fascinating new poetry collection called Soul Journey by an author named Poornima asks us to do exactly that. It frames tarot as this beautiful invitation, an invitation to explore the cards not as a fortune teller, but as a poet. So, who's the person guiding us on this journey? Let's take a closer look at the author behind this whole philosophy. This is Poornima. Now, her book bio calls her a world-renowned, highly intuitive tarot reader. But then you look at her Instagram, Tarot Divine, and you see this modern, super accessible guide. And it's that mix, that blend of deep, ancient wisdom with a totally contemporary vibe that makes her work so interesting. And this quote from her bio really gets to the heart of it all. The whole idea is that you're not trying to get answers from some outside force. Instead, it's about learning to listen to the whispers of your own soul and seeing the entire journey as a way of coming back home to yourself. Okay, so what does a poet's guide to tarot actually mean in practice? Let's break down what makes this approach so fundamentally different. And here's the contrast, laid out plain and simple. Traditional tarot is often about memorizing meanings, looking for answers out there. The soul journey approach completely flips that on its head. It's all about feeling the stories unfold inside of you and using the cards to tap into your own internal wisdom. The goal totally shifts from telling the future to discovering yourself. So the method itself is pretty cool. It uses poetry to get to the emotional essence of each card. So instead of just learning that the Fool card means new beginnings, you're invited to actually feel that mix of excitement and terror in a leap of faith. You don't just memorize that the moon is about illusion, you explore its light as a reflection of the subconscious. It's about creating a much deeper, more personal connection. And what this all leads to, really, is the book's central message, unlocking the incredible wisdom that's already inside of you. And, this isn't some super advanced, exclusive thing. The book makes it clear that it's for seekers, poets, and beginners alike. It's basically an open door for anyone who's curious about using tarot as a mirror for their own inner world. And right here, this is the big aha moment. Poornima's whole work is built on this powerful belief that the tarot already live within us. All those archetypes, the journeys, the wisdom, it's not in the deck of cards, it's inside of you. The cards are just the language, the key to help you access it. This gives us a completely new way to define tarot, doesn't it? In this light, it's not just about divination anymore. It becomes a mirror to your spirit, a tool that invites healing and real transformation just by connecting you back to your own inner wisdom. And you can see this philosophy in action on her social media. A card of the day post isn't about predicting what's going to happen. No, it's a prompt. It turns the whole idea of divination into a daily practice of self-discovery, a moment to just pause and ask yourself, what does this card bring up in me today? So let's bring this all together. What does this actually mean for you? Whether you're a tarot pro or you've never even held a deck in your life. The key takeaways are pretty simple, but so powerful. First, tarot can be a mirror for self-discovery. Second, poetry can be the key that unlocks your own intuition. Third, the search for wisdom becomes a journey inward, not outward. And when you think like that, every single reading just becomes another step closer to your true self. Because ultimately, this whole approach isn't just about reading cards, it's about learning to read ourselves, which leaves us with one last pretty big question to ponder. What is your soul's journey asking of you?